I think he's going to go to the prison for the rest of his natural life.
Diddy was secretly gay.
People like P. Diddy, if he's found guilty, should get the death penalty.
I'm not really surprised. I've heard rumors about this guy for years.
Piers Morgan and panel discuss Diddy's allegations. Let's listen and discuss. Stick around until the end of the video. You won't believe the statistic on missing children. Like and subscribe to help my channel grow. Thank you.
There's so much that they've gotten in the search warrant from Miami and LA, and he's really looking at sex trafficking with a lot of aggravating factors.
I saw that he, through his lawyers, they put a bail package proposal that included a $50 million bond co-signed by Combs, his mother, and other family members.
Diddy's legal team has said that his 3 sons, mother, and sister want to co-sign a bail package worth $50 million, with Diddy's home and his mother's home being put up for collateral. They have agreed to GPS monitoring and home confinement between New York and Florida. Request for bail was denied.
While this is all going on, we have witness tampering. We've got potential bribes of witnesses.
There are recorded conversations between Combs and witnesses such as Kalina Harper, among others, and trying to intimidate her. He is also using supporters to try and contact other witnesses and bribe them with financial influence.
If Bruce is right, he's going to prison for the rest of his life. This is one of the biggest downfalls I can remember in entertainment.
Some other notable downfalls include Bill Cosby and Kevin Spacey.
We don't actually know anyone who was associated with Epstein, who went to his nonce island, who really got involved in the criminal activity. And I think to be P. Diddy, to do the things that he's being accused of, you have to have a whole team around you. It's an infrastructure, basically.
Some famous people associated with P. Diddy include Usher, Will Smith, Ashton Kutcher, DJ Khaled, and Lil' Kim.
There is a suggestion that he may start talking to the feds and do some kind of deal. If Diddy was to suddenly start going after everyone and naming people, and there are tapes, as many people believe, depicting a lot of other people, famous people involved in this stuff, this could get massively bigger very quickly.
A plea deal for Diddy would be extremely complex. The outcome would depend significantly on the strength of the evidence against him and his willingness to provide information about others involved in the alleged criminal activities. It would be very interesting to find out some other crazy things that other famous people did.
50 Cent, for example, was very open about his disdain for Puff Daddy, and he used to call him gay all the time. You know, he used to rap about it. Eminem has lyrics in some of his music about, you know, P. Diddy being a raper, for example. There's so many people in the industry. Nicki Minaj, for example, certainly knew some things.
Eminem and 50 Cent have blasted P. Diddy as a predator. Shine released a song called You're Welcome that many people point to as a track taking blame for a 1999 shooting that Diddy was actually the one responsible for.
We're already seeing people like Usher and Pink, who were friendly with Diddy Combs. They've deleted a lot of their social media. We don't know why, but it could be coincidence. It looks very like it's not a coincidence.
Neither Usher or Pink have been implicated in Diddy's case. However, they were both friends with Diddy and did both delete their Twitter X tweet history after Diddy's case came to light.
Epstein and how, you know, he's apparently dead. Ghislaine Maxwell, she's in prison for 20 some odd years, I guess. Where are all the customers? Where are all the people that were, you know, with these girls? You know what I mean, Piers? Where are all the victims? Where are all these people? Not one customer.
Vinny makes a good point. Epstein allegedly had so many young girls in his orbit that were abused. However, why are none of the customers in jail or recognized? The unsealed document mentions many famous men, but none of them have been charged. The names of men involved with Epstein include Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Donald Trump, Les Wexner, Bill Richardson, Thomas Pritzker, Alan Dershowitz, John Luke Brunel, Marvin Minsky, and Glenn Dubin.
Everybody knows who Harvey Weinstein was, Piers, and everybody knew Epstein and all these people were, and nobody ever said nothing. You have people like Michelle Obama, Barack, everybody praising them.
Neither Michelle Obama nor Barack Obama has praised Harvey Weinstein or Jeffrey Epstein.
Usher was on, I believe it was Howard Stern a while ago, and he explained that he went to Puffy's flavor camp at 14 years old. His parents dropped him off with Diddy, and he saw stuff that he said he couldn't believe. 14 years old, Piers.
Usher moved in with Diddy at the age of 14 and called it Diddy's Flavor Camp. He did not go into detail, but said he saw some crazy things and would never allow his kids to go to something like that. Justin Bieber has an ongoing friendship with Diddy. A video recently surfaced where Diddy alludes to providing the then 15-year-old Bieber with exciting experiences.
For the next 48 hours, he's with me, so and we gonna go full buck full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
You've heard a lot of things about Diddy over the years, blowing up cars, harassing people, threatening people, having people killed, allegedly, all allegations.
The most serious allegations include Diddy being responsible for Tupac's death and cutting open Kid Cudi's convertible, throwing a Molotov cocktail in it, causing it to explode.
Why are nobody speaking out? Why is Usher and Justin Bieber not condemning these rumors? Where is Beyonce and Jay-Z? You know,
Yes,
people
where are they?
The music industry often operates under a code of silence. Diddy's friends won't publicly comment on the allegations because it could implicate them in crimes. We will most likely learn more about other famous people over the next year as the court case plays out.
Well, I want to bring in Lord Jamar, American rapper and DJ, someone who knows Diddy Combs well, has been again at some of these parties. Lord Jamar, first of all, your reaction to the sheer scale of charges against Diddy. Are you as stunned as everybody else by this?
Not really. I'm not really surprised. I've heard rumors about this guy for years.
Some rumors about Diddy over the years include his sex parties where he hands out drugs to people, physically assaults people, sex trafficking, and forced labor.
Diddy didn't let you bring your security in the party. That is the one thing that I thought was odd because, you know, I came one time with my security and no other security other than Diddy's security is allowed to be inside the building. I mean, I saw Jay-Z and TD Jakes in there, every major celebrity you can think of who may or may not get along.
Thomas Dexter Jakes, better known as TD Jakes, is a famous Christian pastor that is known to have frequented Diddy's parties.
From Diddy's lawyer, Mr. Agnifilio, he maintained there's no coercion and no crime. He's not afraid of the charges, and he said he believed that Combs was the target of an unjust prosecution.
The allegations against Combs are serious and based on evidence.
The people who arrange the flights, the people who arrange this and that, all the people in the chain, those are all going to be witnesses against Diddy. Let's start there. Second of all, he's got terabytes of video all over the place. Thirdly, they've got him on recording, threatening a witness, trying to get them to not come forward and testify.
Video footage was seized of Diddy and others engaging in sex parties and doing drugs. Furthermore, he was recorded talking with witnesses and trying to get them to change their story to help his case.
It's one thing to have a party with a bunch of ladies and enjoy that. It's quite another thing to keep them there for days until their bruises heal.
Diddy has been caught using coercion and control to keep people at his parties against their will.
There have been lots of wild conspiracy theories. Maybe some of them aren't so wild, but there was one of the big ones is that Diddy was secretly gay. Do you think that could be true?
Which is not a crime if he is or was.
Nobody claimed being gay was a crime. I'm not sure why Jason said that.
Flying in male prostitutes for sexual performance is against the law federally.
An unnamed male gave a videotape to federal investigators that was of him having sex with a woman at one of Diddy's events in May of last year.
I want to see more people arrested. Like, where were the bookers, the security, the transportation? Where are the assistants, the chief of staff, the chefs cooking food, people cleaning up the room? I need everybody arrested.
Well, I think, surely Diddy.
The fate of those affiliated with Combs, such as bookers, security personnel, and transportation services, remains uncertain. As investigations continue, it is possible that additional individuals may be implicated or charged based on their involvement in facilitating these alleged criminal activities.
But if you have an up-and-coming rapper, for example, who for some reason his career just didn't take off, who comes out and says, I was abused, I was raped, I was blackmailed by P. Diddy.
I could not find any evidence of an up-and-coming rapper being abused, nor could I find any evidence about Diddy being gay. However, there have been various rumors and speculation regarding Diddy's sexuality.
Kim Porter, God rest her soul, his partner, who he has a child with, she wrote a tell-all book, but before it came out, she mysteriously died of pneumonia.
A book titled Kim's Lost Words was released, but Kim's very own children have publicly stated that their mother did not write that book and it's hurtful and false. The CDC also reports that 5% of patients aged 18 to 44 do in fact die during hospitalization for pneumonia.
The fact that we as a society let him see with our eyes Cassie being dragged and beaten like a rag doll, and we got mad for a week, And then we forgot about it, Piers.
Unfortunately, women get beaten all the time and men get away with it, even those that don't have millions of dollars.
You can't look at the video and not see a man beating a woman in a public hallway and make any excuse for that, but you also can't make excuse for the hotel taking $50,000 to cover it up.
Diddy paid $50,000 to cover up the video of him beating his girlfriend. This is one example of how Diddy got away with things for so long.
People like Epstein, people like Harvey Weinstein, people like P. Diddy, if he's found guilty, should get the death penalty.
A 2014 study has shown that over 4% of all defendants sentenced to death in the United States actually end up being innocent. A good example of this is last week when Marcellus Williams was put to death, even after the family of the victim and the prosecution asked to let him live due to new evidence being found.
People are forgetting that in the early 90s, he had a celebrity basketball game at City College in Harlem, in which I attended, and at least 9 people died due to his negligence, including a girl that I know that I grew up with named Sonia Williams. Rest in peace to her.
Combs organized a basketball game in a gymnasium that had a capacity for 2,700 people. Over 5,000 people entered the gymnasium that day, and multiple people died, being trampled on or pushed up against locked doors.
I was taking a picture in the foyer and he walked in and I said, "Hey, do you want to get in the picture?" And he, as he was walking over, he was saying something like, you know, "You better not ever F with me, you know, because I'm different, you know, it'd be a problem." But I thought he was just drunk or playing around, you know, and then when the stories come out that he allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car and those things, you wonder, was he actually threatening you?
It seems to me like Diddy was constantly threatening people to present himself as a powerful man and also to get the things that he wanted.
That also shouldn't give these rappers the belief or the license that a young woman who's consenting to having these experiences cannot go home when she wants, can be held against her will, and can be forced to do things that she doesn't want to do.
Jason makes a great point. Even if a young woman or men agree to partake in crazy sexual activities, that's perfectly fine and up to them. You can't take that and use it as an excuse to hurt them or to make decisions for them.
There's so many songs out there now that people are combing through meticulously that are saying, oh wow, this is in reference to P. Diddy.
50 Cent has publicly talked about Diddy having bad behavior and a horrible lifestyle. He also said that Diddy knows who killed the rapper Biggie Smalls.
It could be that he has the control, as Bruce says, over normal people that he hooks in, that he can control, but that he also has a lot of photographic evidence of famous and powerful people up to no good, which he could leverage against them.
It would be awesome to catch some other 6 celebrities that are responsible for this type of stuff.
Can you imagine you're a powerful senator, you're a prince, you're whatever. You go to a party, a Diddy party, Epstein party, whatever. You have the time of your life, you get drunk, you get drugged up, whatever. Then you come home and this person or the people that represent this person that's in on this mission calls you and says, "Hey, we want X, Y, and Z." And you say, "Hell no." They go, "Oh, really? Check your email." And it's a photo or a video of you doing something insane, and you say, yes, I'll give you whatever, I'll give you anything you want.
While there have been notable cases of blackmail, such as those with Jeff Bezos, Kevin Hart, and David Letterman, there is no evidence to suggest that high-profile parties or events have been used to take secret recordings and blackmail individuals.
We have 380,000 children, unaccompanied minors. They're lost at our border, missing. We don't know where they are.
The number of missing children is unclear, but it is true that hundreds of thousands of children have been lost after entering the United States unaccompanied by an adult. Thousands of them are placed in homes or given to relatives. However, hundreds of thousands of them seemingly vanish into society. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. Thank you.